Women out there, I want you to listen to one thing. I need you to understand this. A poor man can work hard and get rich. An educated man can get educated. A fat man can lose weight, but once a, always a. Remember that.
What up, what up, what up? I was on Facebook earlier and I seen something about a man can build himself up, or a fat man can get rich, a poor man can a fat man can lose weight, a poor man can become rich, and some other stuff. But a hoe will always be a hoe. And you got a lot of men attacking me because I say that goes both ways. And it does go both ways. See, the problem with a lot of men, and the reason why they're not in great positions in life, is because you're doing the same thing that y'all say women are doing. And this video gonna piss some people off, but hey, I'm doing it for the better, because all men need to understand this. As men, you are supposed to be leaders. You claim you're a leader, so since you claim you are a leader, that means you have to point the finger at yourself first before you can even think about pointing your finger at what a woman is doing. It's not okay for men to sleep around. My allergies kind of fucking up. It's not okay for men to sleep around like that. Only way I say, all right, fine, it's cool, is if you getting baddies. Like if you're a dude to sleep with a bunch of bad chicks, fuck it, I ain't gonna be mad at you. But if you just some dude just sleeping around with whoever, wherever, that's craziness. And a lot of the excuse that a lot of men will use is, the guys are entering the woman, the woman's not entering me. And I said, okay, fine, I get it to a certain extent, but go put your private in a trash can or a dumpster, or go put your private in the woman who has STDs and shit. You can't wipe that off. And the spirits that the woman's carrying that you sleep with, you ain't wiping that off. See, the society has told men that it's okay to be hoes, basically, and it's really not. The only pass I give a man is if you messing with top-notch chicks and you doing your thing. That's it. But if you just out here just sleeping with whoever, whatever, that's unexcusable. It's really unexcusable. And you're keeping yourself from reaching your full potential. You got a choice to make. Either chase money or chase women. Chase legacy, chase women. Chase success, chase women. You can't do both. There's no way around it. I don't give a fuck what you say, what you try to do. You can't do both. These rappers and shit that you hear about, they chase success. And they're going to fall off if they stop doing what they did to get where they got. These athletes, same thing. They're going to fall off if they stop doing what they did to get where they got. Make no mistake about it, they had to sacrifice and study and play football instead of chasing females around all damn day. I get tired of men saying that women don't hold themselves accountable, but you're not holding yourself accountable, which makes you the same as them females you're talking about. You're making an excuse for the behavior of men. The behavior of men out here is just as bad as the behavior of females. That's why there's no point in worrying about what women do. You need to worry about what you do as a man. Get that shit straight first. Get that shit straight first. Because once you get it straight within yourself, you're just going to know. A lot of y'all think that a lot of these females that a lot of y'all complain about, you think they're good women. Or you don't understand that just because a woman looks good doesn't make her a good woman. And the reason why you don't understand that, because it's not within yourself. If you understood it within yourself, you wouldn't even be worried about those women who do this and do that you complain about. Why? Because you understand that those aren't good women. Why do you want them? You're doing the same thing women do. Complain about bad boys, but still want them. That's exactly what you're doing. That's hypocritical. Why do they do it? Because they're attracted to them guys. Why are you doing it? Because you're attracted to the so-called good-looking girl, whatever the fuck, more than a good girl, I guess. Doesn't mean a good-looking girl can't be good. Doesn't mean an ugly girl can't be bad, but you get my point. You're complaining over those women because you think because they look good that they're selective. You should choose them. If not, you wouldn't give a fuck. Think about it. Why would you care about women that ain't good? You talk about they sleep with bad men and this and that. Yeah, because trash is trash. Trash likes trash. You know, you saying that on these videos I seen today, it said that women was giggling. Well, it showed it. A woman giggling because somebody killed a guy, saying that they like criminals and thugs. Okay, so why do you like them? Only good thing about those women who like those guys on that fucking reel was they look good. That's it. That don't make them good women, though. It don't make them good women. If you really pay close attention to everything the men complain about with what women do, you'll realize that a lot of men are guilty of the same shit. You don't want to be one of those men. You don't want to be one of those men who complain about you overlooking good ones for the complain about bad ones and steady overlooking the good ones. You don't want to be that guy, because a lot of men are doing this, but they think that it's not the case because she looks good. Well, guess what? She thinks the bad boy looks good, so she thinks the same way you think, that it's not the case. You want to think like that? I would hope not. I would hope not. There's no reason to complain or worry about bad women. What do they got that a good woman don't got? Nothing. Looks don't mean shit. Attraction does. I ain't saying get with someone you're not attracted to. Looks mean something to a certain extent, but not to the extent of I'm gonna ignore everything else about this girl because she looks good. That's when looks become irrelevant, when all the other shit about her is off. It's ugly. Put it like that. When all the other shit about her is ugly, her looks mean nothing. How about that one? Because I don't want y'all to think I said get with an ugly girl or whatever the case. You hear a lot of men saying that, well, she got all these kids and stuff. Well, who put them in her? Somebody had to put, some man put kids in that woman. All these women walking around this motherfucker with kids all over the place. Some guy did this shit. I don't understand how men are going to cry about how bad women are and this and that, but ignore the other part of that, which is men. You wouldn't have this if it wasn't for men doing it too. You would not have all these baby mamas if it wasn't men putting them babies in them. These are cold hard facts. So how's it different because she has babies out of all these, she has all these babies, but as a man you can have all these babies and it's okay? How's it different? They're lying to y'all men. I'm telling y'all. Y'all men that actually want to listen and get something from this video, trust me, they're lying to you, telling you that it's okay to have babies here. How's that okay? How's child support for the rest of your life or whatever, or fucking up your potential of becoming great because you gotta pay child support and work like a slave? How's that irrelevant for one, and how's that great? How's that any different than a woman struggling with kids? How's that different than a single mother struggling with kids? It's the same thing, man. Stop looking at it with gender. It's the same thing. You got to stop looking at it with gender. Yeah, women are wrong. I don't care about what they do no more because I can't change what they do. I can change what I do, though. And I can change the women that I deal with. But this lie got to stop with the men thinking that it's okay to do the same shit that you complain about women doing. You can't. That makes you just like them. They don't want to hold themselves accountable. Why would you turn around and do it? You just got to look in the mirror like, okay, I fucked up. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't have done that. See, that's what they can't do. Women who can do it, you're going to see that her life is probably good. Women who can't, you're going to see their life fucked up. So as a man, why do you think this doesn't apply to you? There's nothing different between women and men. They all do the same shit. They're all guilty of the same shit. Gender does not matter. All I know is if I have a daughter and a son, I don't want my son fucking just as much as I don't want my daughter. What's the difference? I don't understand how men can be like, okay, I don't care if my son do it, but my daughter better not. I don't understand that. That don't make sense to me. It's the same thing. My son could fuck up his life just as much as a female. Oh, because she enters in, or she gets entered in and he enters, so that changes everything. No, it don't. It don't change the child support. It don't change the STDs. It don't change the spirits that you're getting from the woman. It don't change the fact that a woman can have your hair blown off and the whole. It don't change none of that. A dude can get his heart broke by a woman just as much and not care, want to kill himself. In fact, men do be killing themselves over women. So what's the difference? There is no difference. There's no difference, man. You shouldn't look at it any differently. As a man, you shouldn't. You are the leader, so you got to hold yourself accountable. That's the only way you're going to win in life. Y'all talk about you want to win and this and that, but then you go to the low vibration of the low vibration females, not all of them, but the ones that are on low vibration, and you're doing the same thing. Guess what's going to happen to you? The same thing. So all that, she got baby mamas, daddies, or baby daddies out of well, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff you say, it's going to be you. Because you're not holding yourself accountable as a man. You're not saying, you know what? I got to make sure I don't do these things. I got to make sure I don't become the male version of these females. Now let's flip that shit. What if women hold themselves accountable instead of man? What if she hold herself accountable? And say, I ain't worried about what men doing. I just got to worry about not fucking with the wrong guy and making sure I become the right woman. What if that happens? But they don't want to do that, do they? They want to point the finger because it's easier. You're not going to change. It's not going to change your life sitting around complaining about what a woman does. Just not. I don't see no point in no man sleeping around unless he's sleeping with Don. They better be all good-looking women with money and everything. If you doing that, you the man. I can't even hate you. But if you just sleeping around with whoever, Felicia, Becky, whatever, that's not good. But the lie has been told. The lie is, since you're a man, you the man. Now, you're only the man if you pull in dimes like that. If you just sleeping with whatevers, it don't make sense. You could be doing so much other shit. It's just the truth. Do you know the main reason why men fall by the sword? Is because they trade the road of reaching their full potential for females. That's the main reason why men fall off. Just like these athletes, they'll have it together, then they'll start, I got it, now I'm good. Now I'm just going to start dealing with a whole bunch of women and shit. And then he on child support, divorced, raped and everything and falling off and broke by 30. Was rich at 21, now he broke. Had the whole world in his hands, $60 million contract, everything. Now he broke. Can't do that. And the reason why I'm not telling nobody to do whatever, and I ain't trying to judge, but I'm trying to tell you this, that if you think as a man that it doesn't matter if you sleep around with a bunch of people, right? Like women do, or if it doesn't matter if you put babies all over in any and everybody, like women be doing, you're a fool. The consequences are the same. But we're not told that as men. Nobody's holding men accountable. I don't give a fuck what women are talking about. Who cares, right? We already know they're going to do what they do, blame everybody and all that. But as men, what are you going to do? You're the leader. See, I'm the leader. I don't give a fuck what the women are doing. What am I doing? They're going to keep lying to themselves. They're going to keep dealing with the wrong people. They're going to keep doing whatever they do. What does that got to do with me, though? If anything, I'm going to look at what they do, and I'm going to add that to my shit. Doesn't matter if she's a female. That's the problem with men. Oh, she's a female, so that don't apply to me. Nah. The same mistakes women make, like they say you can learn from a fool, it didn't say it got to be a gender. I could look at a woman's life right now and see things she made, mistakes she made, and apply it to mine. It doesn't matter if she's a female or not. Because it's not about gender. It's about what you do, the choices you make. For instance, one of the mistakes women make is constantly ignoring men who want to fuck with them for men who don't. Now, as a man, you can do that same bullshit. You don't even realize it. You can do the same shit. All the women that actually want to fuck with you, you ignoring them for a stupid supermodel or whatever the fuck you think is better, right? You're doing the same thing. You're doing the same thing the woman's doing. Or you can learn from that shit. Like, I see what happens when women do this shit, ignoring the good ones and fuck with the ones that don't really fuck with them. Nah, I don't want to do that as a man. I better not do that. But men don't do that. What they do? Start tricking here, tricking there, dealing with women who really don't want to fuck with you. What do women do? She tricks with her body. Sleeping with men, you know he don't want to fuck with you, but you're going to do it anyway. Destroying your worth. As a man, you paying. Destroying your worth. It's the same shit, y'all. Stop this war, gender shit. Man versus woman. It ain't about man versus woman. Just like it's not about black, white shit. It's about fucking the illuminated people running you. That's what it's really about. Same thing with this shit. This is probably something else they got out here on YouTube, paying people to talk about women or talk about men. And if you notice on my channel, I'm talking about us, everybody. There ain't no woman, man. You might have a certain video that's about men or women, but it's always both ways on my shit. But you ain't gonna get no shine that way, and that's okay. The people who's meant to see it will see it. But as a man, dog, if you want to succeed, you got to hold yourself to the same standards that you want to hold other people to. If I want a woman, how can I hold her to these standards? Like, don't fuck with somebody, this or that, but I don't want to hold myself. What's the point even having a woman then? Or even having kids? How can I tell my kids don't do this and that, and I'm not even trying to do it myself? I got to start within me first. And then I got to be a representation, an example to everyone else. If they don't want to listen, they'll see it. They don't got to listen, but they're going to see it like, damn, I see what, look how much of a benefit his life is. Maybe I should try that shit. Because a lot of people are not going to listen. So you got to show them by example. You got to lead by example. And then maybe one day they'll be like, you know, I'm trying to get like that. You know, maybe even better. I'm trying to be like that, be on that level. So I got to do what they do. I want to be like Kobe, so I don't want to go to the club. I'm going to stay at practice. I'm going to do like Kobe do. I'm going to put in the work. Same thing. Same thing. You're not changing these women. They already want to be bad bitches and shit. So the only thing you could do is take away the most important thing. And that's a man, the presence of a man. If you're still fucking them, you're still paying them, paying for shit and this and that, you ain't taking away nothing. They're going to still be bad bitches and still try to run you because they still getting the benefits of a man. They still getting it. You're still fucking them. You're still paying them. You're still giving them your energy. Why would they change? They ain't got to. If you really want them to change that bad, lead by example. All men. But all men ain't going to do that. Most men are going to fall by the sword because they refuse to grab their balls and lead by example. But that don't mean you got to do it. Most women ain't going to change. They're going to fall by the sword. That don't mean you got to do it if you're a female. I can't believe them dudes, man. They really try to come for me, man, because I told them it goes both ways. It does. It goes both ways. No matter what I say or anybody else say about female, you can apply it to a man. Every last thing. Everything. So what? You enter the woman and she doesn't enter you. You're still entering something. She still has spirits. She can still have STDs. You're still wasting your time. I don't get it. It's like they basically saying it's okay to sleep with whoever. That's bullshit. That's not true. As a man, you gotta have standards, dog. You gotta have standards, man. Don't just sleep with anybody. Why? What is the point? I don't understand it. If you like somebody, that's different. But just sleep with anybody, I don't get it, man. And I don't understand how people are always only pointing the finger at women for all these kids out here, but yet somebody had to help the woman make the kids. And I ain't saying who's right or wrong. I'm just specifically talking about a lot of kids out here. It took a man and a woman, no matter how you slice it. Even if he's a deadbeat, even if the woman screamed deadbeat or whatever, right? Even if you as a man, you see these women screaming deadbeat, it still was a man that became the deadbeat, or vice versa. It is what it is, people, man. Like I said, we all guilty of the same shit. Man and woman guilty of the same shit. All I do is, I see the only reason why I like talking about what they do, men and women do, so I can see it and recognize it and share it with other people. Not because I'm trying to change it. You can't change it. You can't change this shit. It's too late. But I can move around it. I don't have to deal with it. I don't have to deal with the bullshit. And I won't. But telling men it's okay to fuck whoever, and now you got kids by people, and you got to deal with that bullshit. She might be one of the worst people you ever met in your life. But since the society told you it doesn't matter who men have kids by, you didn't think of it like a woman should. It's not just the woman who has to be careful about who she sleep with or have kids by. It's the man too. Who is telling men that it don't matter? That's foolish. Look around you. Look at the men who have made mistakes and had kids by people they shouldn't have. Look at their life. Like, if they'll tell you. Like, the only thing I really got out of that was my kid. But this bitch right here, this is some other shit. Like I said earlier, men who have a lot of kids and on child support and shit, they struggle just like a single mom because all that money they getting took for and all that shit. All because men say, I entered a woman and she doesn't enter me, so it doesn't matter. That's foolish, man. It does matter. It does fucking matter. It does. You okay with your son sleeping around with other people's daughters, but you don't want your daughter to be touched. That's bullshit. I can't respect that, man. That's somebody else's daughter. Bottom line, men and women are both responsible for this bullshit you see in this world today. But the good news is you don't have to be a victim. I'm not suffering for what women and men are doing out here. I'm only trying to suffer for the shit that I do. I ain't about to try to change the world because I understand that that's a result of everyone. You know what I mean? That's not me in general, but everyone. Like the dating world, that's everybody's. That's everybody's influence and responsibilities and repercussions. Oh, the woman want a $500 date and don't know you. There's a direct result of other women telling this woman this shit, and men complying, not even knowing the woman. Not even knowing the woman, but she looked good, so here's a $500 date. And now you up against that as a man. Same thing with a woman. I took you on a dinner date. I want to fuck now. Now you up against shit like this when it comes to dating because women have complied to that. Or a man don't want to take you on a date because women be using men for dinner dates. See how everybody has to suffer for the actions of all people? Well, you don't have to, but when you're dating, it's an influence. There's an influence, and you can't get around it. It's like everybody got to suffer for the shit that everybody has left here because nobody's willing to clean it up. And the only way it's going to be cleaned up is if men and women point the finger at themselves first, but they won't do it. They're always going to go back to pointing the finger at each other. Therefore, shit won't get cleaned up. That's like I got two kids. I come in the room and it's fucked up, and they just both keep pointing the finger at each other instead of cleaning the shit up because they want to blame each other for the mess. That's the same thing that's going on with women and men. That's all they do is complain about what women and men do. Women having kids by the wrong guys and this and that. Who gives a fuck? She gonna do it anyway. You can't change it. Oh well. You're a better guy in your eyes and all this. She had a kid by him. Oh fucking well. Who cares? If you keep doing what you doing, she gonna see it. You ain't gotta say shit. But why would you let this stop you from becoming great in life? Like I said, a lot of men have made it, but then they fall off by picking the wrong female or dealing with the wrong females or becoming the wrong guy. Basically, they become the wrong guy by, starting to not do the shit they was doing to help them become a great guy. A lot of that could be influenced by the type of females they deal with. Travis Hunter about to be a perfect example, more than likely. Perfect example. You're young, you got all that going for yourself, and you about to throw it all away. That's craziness. Because nobody's telling Travis Hunter that it matters about, even though you're a man and not a woman, it matters about who you have kids with. It matters about who you marry. All this shit matters. But for some reason, everybody telling men it don't matter. Well, you men, if you're a man listening, you want to believe that shit, you go ahead, fall by the sword. I'm not, because I know it matters. It matters if I'm just fucking around with any and everybody. It matters if I have just kids by any and everybody. It matters if I don't hold myself accountable for the bullshit that I do like most women don't. That matters. I don't care what the woman does. What do I do? I don't care what the woman likes. It don't matter. If it ain't me, I don't care. If she don't like me, I don't care what she likes. I don't care how she behaves, none of that. She ain't my sister, mom, aunts, or women that I know of. I don't give a fuck. I can't save the world, neither can you, man. All you can do is try to save yourself. And your kids if you got kids. That's it. Because ain't nobody else really obligated to listen to you but you and your kids. Nobody else has to listen to you. And most people are not going to listen to you. So, here's what it is, man. You can learn, instead of y'all men just pointing the finger at females, if you really analyze the way that a lot of women fuck up their life, you can stop your life from being fucked up. But since you think it's gender, you think it's gender-based. So you're not going to pay attention to it like that. You really in your mind think that it's a distinct difference. Even though the behaviors are the same, you think it's different for women and men. That's a big mistake. It's not no different. I learned a lot about not fucking up my life, analyzing a lot of females, not just men, women too. Because it's the same thing. Catch you on the next one, man.